everyone and welcome back to our channel. I'm sorry for the problem that we faced before, but we've got a little problem with our internet connection, but we are now back. And for those who didn't see our previous live, we are going to backtest the strategy that we are actually using on our new FTMO account. As you may know, at the end of December 2021, we started a new FTMO challenge, and we faced some problems with the strategy. We actually started with the gold strategy, but we didn't really understood the commissions and the slippages on gold on that 5-minute strategy and decided to switch to a new one. And that's why we are now into this strategy that Alex posted the video a few days ago. There you have all the explanations for that. And now I am going to backtest it on the GBP US dollar pair. We already marked on the 1 hour time frame the entry zones for buys and sells, and now I am going to use this 5 minutes time frame in order to find the entry points. So let's go now into the backtesting, and if you have any questions, please write them in the comment section. So now we are into the buy zone, and we are looking for a retouch of these EMAs. And actually, I think we've got a retouch here. Yes, we've got a retouch in this zone. So our buy entry should be right here. We will have to place a buy stop right here, and the stop loss should be a few points below this retouch of the EMA. And actually now we have two positions running. One that is hitting the target for 1-to-1, and the second one for a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio. So the first position, 1-to-1, was hit, and now we are targeting for the second position, a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio. And also we are going now to looking for scalings, because for this second position, as soon as the first position was closed, we are going to place the stop loss at the break-even. So let's see what will happen next. We've got a new retouch here, so we are going to place a new buy stop right here above this candle, and the stop loss will be a few points below this wick that retested the 8 EMA. And let's see what will happen next. I'm going to target 1-to-1 for the first position and 2-to-1 for the second one. And actually, yes, for the first position, we hit also the second target, so I will mark now this one and will delete it from the chart in order to have some clear points here. So, for the 1-to-1 position, we've got $250. For the second one, being a 2-to-1 position, is $500. And I am going to delete this now here. Hi Simon, yes, we are back now, and I hope we are streaming okay now. Let's see what will happen next with this position. So the 1-to-1 target was hit, and now the second position has the stop loss at break even, and for the second position we are targeting a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. Okay. Also, being at break-even, we are looking for scalings, meaning we are looking for new positions also. And as we can see here, we've got a scaling at this point. We may get a scaling at this point above this candle, and the stop loss should be below this wick that retouched this 8 EMA. And let's see what will happen next. So we are triggered also in the second position, and the full take profit for this position was hit. So I am going to mark for the 1-to-1 position $250, and for the second positions also $500. I am going to add them also in this Excel that we are going to show you at the end of this live stream. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Christina. Hi, guys. Sorry for we had some technical issues actually. I think the weather is quite bad and our internet connection was pretty iffy to start with. I'm glad the connection is okay now and we can do some backtesting. Actually, we're doing backtesting on GBP USD mostly because we backtested it on September, the whole September, and from all the pairs that we backtested, this was the lowest win rate. So we just want to make sure if we keep it or if we just take it out completely so that we can focus. The main goal is to focus on 3 main pairs so that we can use them for our FTMO challenge. Oh, hi guys on the chat. Nice to see everything's okay now. We had some. Actually, it was quite irritating. We were quite. Yeah. Anyway, continue.
They're fine now. Okay, so we are now into a new position, 1-to-1 hitting now, targeting now. And let's see if our target will be hit. So for the first position, we've got the 1-to-1 target. We are now looking for the second position to hit this 2-to-1 target. This position has also the stop loss at break even. So now we are looking also for scalings. And yes, at this moment, we can place a buy stop at this level.
Yeah, just 1 second. I will interrupt you for a moment. Just a little consideration regarding how we do our backtesting. So we did some backtesting on the goal strategy, and we just set the targets to a set 1-to-1, a fixed 1-to-1, and we noticed that the spreads and slippages were quite damaging. So when we are backtesting now, we will be setting our targets a bit higher. So just set it for at least 1.1-to-1, maybe.
Okay.
Because I think this is the way to backtest, especially in TradingView. We are using the Wanda provider, I think, for this pair. So if you're using different providers, your graph may look slightly different regarding the wicks. But for you guys, they're doing backtesting in TradingView. Be sure to set your targets wider than you would set them on your MetaTrader 4 or 5 or whatever platform you're using, because that's the realistic way to do it. Okay, sorry, now continue.
Okay, so we have set it a new buy position buy stop here. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
to cover costs, okay. Okay, now we are going to delete this pending position because this candle closed below the EMAs.
Yeah, below the purple one.
Below the purple one, yes. And this position was closed at break even, so we are going to add a 250 here. And let me mark this also in the Excel. And for the moment, as you can see, we have 5 positions and plus 1.75% on this account. Okay, so we are now going above the EMAs, so we may get a new buy entry here. See if we have any here. So again, I am going to set a buy stop here, this zone, and the stop loss will be below this wick that touched the 8 EMA. And I don't really like this kind of huge stop losses.
Yeah.
But let's see what will happen next. And we actually are not triggered into this position, and we are going to cancel again this pending position because this candle closed below the 21 EMA.
Yeah, what we noticed regarding the stop losses, you said that they were quite big. The thing is, from the backtesting that we did, we noticed that positions that with the stop loss that exceeded the 100 and let's say 50 points, so 15 pips, aren't really that reliable, and you may find yourself stuck in a long position on a 5-minute chart for 1 day or so, which is quite uncomfortable for this time frame. So that's why we tend to avoid positions with the stop loss exceeding 150 points.
Okay. Going back to the chart, we are still in this buy zone, so we are waiting for the candles to close above these EMAs in order for us to see if we get a new entry. For the moment, the price is still choppy, but actually now we may have a
Yeah, we
buy
will have a buy
entry.
entry if, yeah, and we have a
Okay,
retest there.
retest is here, so I am going to place a new buy stop above this candle, a few points above it. Stop loss below this retouch, and let's see if we get triggered into this position. We almost got triggered, but
Yeah.
I think
I'm not sure about the
not
spreads
sure.
there. We might have got triggered, but I think there's still some points left there.
Yes,
Yeah.
there are some points, and now this entry is no more valid because the red candle closed below the 21 EMA.
We're done with this zone. This is the thing that I like about this strategy, is that it forces you to wait for the trend to actually continue, to actually make higher highs. This is what I love about it. The thing with pending orders, which is really nice, it actually guards you from times like this where the market is just whipsawing up and down.
Okay, sorry. So I have replayed these bars until we get a new zone. And actually we are close to this new buy zone here, and let's see if we get any entries. I don't really know. You would take this.
What
This
time is
trade.
it? It's
It's
20 past 12. Actually,
and
I
the
think I will
zone is
take this
here.
entry because this is a really nice retest on that level. You see that high got tested twice and it got rejected twice, and now it broke and it retest that high. So yeah, I think this is a valid entry, and I would definitely place a pending order above. Oh,
Say hi.
this is our cap. She loves backtesting as well.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to place this buy stop here, stop loss below this candle, and being zone, I'm going to set the first target at 1.9, and let's see if we get triggered into this position. Okay,
Oh yeah,
so
we get
now
triggered.
we are here, and
Maybe a retest at break even, and now boom up. Yep. You see, this is a clear uptrend. We can see the highs getting broken and the previous high getting retest starting from the last one.
okay,
It's a nice clean uptrend.
yes, actually. So the first target was hit at 1-to-1. So the second position will be set at 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio, and the stop loss is now at break-even.
Yep.
Also, we are going to look for scaling.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Can you come, please?
Yeah, sure.
Would you take this position here? I think the retest was made, I don't know,
No,
in the same time with
I think that bar actually dragged the EMA with it.
yes.
So the touch wouldn't have been made on the previous bar, so no, disregard this one.
So we actually hit the second target, and again, this is a full win, meaning that for the first position 1-to-1 we are plus 250, and okay, and for the second position we've got a 2-to-1 risk ratio, so plus 500. I will mark them also in the Excel. Okay. Now we are still above these EMAs, so we are going to look for scalings if we any.
Yep.
So now we have retested this EMA, and we will place a buy stop right here.
Yep. Nice to hear that, Simon. But before that, make sure to backtest. That's why we are doing backtesting on several pairs, because we only want to trade the maximum 3 pairs. Because from what we gathered from our data, if you trade many pairs, you have so many losses in a row, and that will hurt your account. This is a loss.
Okay, yes. Actually, our stop loss was hit here, and we are minus 1% for our account. I will mark it here, and I will delete these positions for us to have a clear chart. Okay, so again, we've got a new retouch here. So I am going to place a new buy stop above this candle, the stop loss below this week. And let's see if the first target 121 will be hit. Here. Oh, so you tell us that you need to know which pairs are the best. So that's why we are doing this, the back testing, because yes, we are trying to find out which one is the best. We actually didn't really know this yet, but we may find out. So I deleted that pending order there because this candle closed below the 21 EMA and it invalidated our entry point. So Simon, you told that you are going to do EU. Okay, so keep us posted with your results, and maybe you find something nice there. I don't know. Okay, so now this candle made this retouch. This will be still a valid entry because the candle actually closed above the 21 EMA. So the stop loss will be below this week, and the entry will be above the highest point of the previous 5 candles. It's right here. Okay, sure. We are waiting for the results from you. Okay. Let's see what will happen next. Actually, yes, we are still in this position. And we've got triggered now. Okay, so the 1-to-1 position was closed now. And we are going to set the second target to 2-to-1. And of course, the stop loss is at break even now. So we are going to look for scalings also, if we get any. Okay, so the 2-to-1 position was also hit. I'm going to mark these two positions here. So the 1-to-1 will be $250 and the second one will be 500. We'll add them also in our record on the 4th of October. Okay. Let's see if we get any entries, any other entries here. So we've got a new retest in this zone, so we may place a buy order here. Actually, we have a discussion about this kind of position because when we get a stop loss with near 200 pips, 200 points of risk, I think we will not get these kind of positions because I don't know, they seem to be too long. But it doesn't matter for the moment because we wouldn't get triggered in this one because this candle closed below the 21 EMA. Yes, it's about the stop loss because I don't know, we actually saw that this kind of huge stop losses do not work really well, so I tried to avoid any entries that have a stop loss more than 180 points or something like that. Okay, so we are near a new green zone, so we are going to look for yes, too much risk, exactly. Now we are going to look for new buys if we get any here. Okay, so we've got a retest in this zone, and our buy stop will be placed above this week, and the stop loss will be below the week that retouched the EMAs. The first target will be 1. And actually, we are still in this position. Okay, but this candle closed below the 21 EMA, so this entry will not be valid anymore. Okay, would you like to backtest?
Yeah, sure. Just take the cat.
Thank you. Let's switch the positions.
Okay. I hope you guys can see it well. Okay, so this was a cancel position, right? Let's move on. No valid entries here. And let's go all the way to the next entry, which will be somewhere around here. I'm not sure if I would take this high because it's actually, we marked this area starting from 12 o'clock and we are now at quarter past 10, so I will disregard this entry, which actually would have been a bad one. But I think we will take into consideration this one, given that we are entering this area here. Actually, let me see how this looks on 1 hour. I hope I won't blow anything up. Yeah, this looks nice on the 1 hour time frame. You can see that the candle is way above the EMAs, so we can look for an entry here. So I will place an entry 3 points above this candle's high, roughly 3 points, and the stop loss will be below this. And I don't know why she's laughing. And let's see how this position will go. So far the position is still valid, but not anymore because this candle closed below the purple EMA, so we will just move on. Now we have this candle that didn't touch any of the EMAs, and we can set a pending buy above it, following the same rule. And the stop loss is here. You want to say something?
Yes, I think you can tell an explanation regarding our zones because we are actually not looking on higher time frames on the 1 hour time frame right now here because we already marked these zones on the 1 hour time frame. That's why we are not switching the time frames.
Yeah, we did this prior to shooting this video. We just shifted to the 1 hour time frame, as you can see here. And when the candles were above the 8 and the 21 EMAs and not touching them, we just marked these zones here so that we can look for buys or sells. The green ones are for buy, the red ones are for sells. Okay. Please let me know if the video quality is okay because again, there's something wrong with our internet connection and I think you guys might see blurry pictures, maybe. Or maybe it's just the device that that we are using. Maybe it's settings. 1 second. Double check this. Okay, so we have this pending buy here, which is still valid.
I think here you need also in EMA.
Yeah, sorry. Got to put this one in. And this one closed below, so okay, glad to hear that. Hey, Mr. Bazooka. Nice to have you on the stream. We closed that position because this candle closed just on the 21 EMA, so no valid trade there. This is a kind of a blurry spot, I have to say, but it's a valid entry because this candle doesn't touch any of the EMAs and we have a valid retest here. So let's set another position right on top of this candle actually, right?
Yes.
And the stop loss will be just below this one and the profit target will be something. You're talking about this position that they're not fanned out. Yeah, that's actually a good point. But for the sake of backtesting, we want to take even these positions because they, from what I noticed, after this candle, they may as well fan out. So we're just taking all the positions into consideration, even the ones that are borderline with the EMAs not quite properly fanned out. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point that we should implement, just to point that actually maybe the angle or somewhere if how much the EMAs are fanned out. Well, glad to hear that, Mr. Bazooka, but we backtested this pair on the whole month of September, and from all the pairs that we did, this was actually the one with the lowest win rate.
Yes.
And the most consecutive losses in a row. That's why we decided to give this pair one more chance to decide if we will keep it or not in our overall trading list.
Yes, because there was a huge gap between the win rates. I mean,
Yeah.
the GU was somewhere below the 50% win rate, and the other pairs were somewhere near 60% win rate. So there is a huge difference between.
Yeah. Okay. So this looks fine. The EMAs are fanned out. This position looks okay. And now we will place it at the highest point from here, 2 points above, and a bit below this. It's 103 points, so should be just fine. Okay. Okay, so we have our first target hit here, and then now we are looking for the second target to get hit as well. We after the position goes to break even, we Chris also said that we are looking for re-entries. Even though we have a position open, we don't have any risk on the table for the moment, so we are open to taking new positions in the same trend direction. Sorry. And unfortunately, this position was closed at break even. I'll just mark this here. I'll add the 250 profit. And also mark a nice break even on the 5th of October. Okay, moving on. Now there are some candles that closed below the EMA. The 21 EMA happened as well here, so we will disregard any trades, any potential trades that may take place. But right now, I think this is a nice place to put your trade, because we have the EMA is quite fanned out. We are entering a buy zone on the 60-minute time frame. I'm pretty sure the candle, actually this is a borderline thing, so I wouldn't actually take this trade in real time, so I will disregard this trade, at least for the moment. Maybe at the next retest I will look for something. Okay, now it looks better. The EMAs are fanned out, and let's see if we have a retest. We have a retest, and this is the area that we're looking for. We're basically looking for this high to be broken. And the stop loss will be here. I think this is as far as I can go in terms of points for a stop loss. It's 150, so we will take this trade. Okay. But as you can see, this candle closed below this EMA, so the trade is invalid. So we will go on and look for new ones. Yeah, this should be good. This should be good. Actually, Simon, I think this depends on the dynamic of the market and actually the average range of the previous candles, because you may find yourself after some important piece of news or during some important piece of news, and you may see that all the 5-minute candles are exceeding, let's say, 50 points. So your stop loss will be bigger, but given that context, it's actually quite relevant to the actual event. I don't know if I made myself clear there, but that's a thing you should take in mind. You should take into consideration the actual volatility of the market when you are trading. We actually found ourselves in some trades last Friday, and as you probably know, Friday was NFP. And the trades closed well. We actually took a full win on the US dollar, Canadian dollar, and I think we closed the EJ at break even, mostly because the weekend was coming. But anyway, I just went on rambling. We have a sell position here that we will be placing as a pending. As you can see, the EMAs are nicely fanned out. We have a retest, so this is our entry bar, and this will be our stop loss, so it will be 3 points above this point. And we are initially targeting a bit over 1-to-1. That depends on your overall preferences, Simon. I think for my personal preference, I think 5 minutes is more than enough because you have entries, and I basically like the 5 minute charts because it's more dynamic. Okay, so this entry was cancelled because of this candle closing above the 21 EMA. Hey Marco, nice to have you here. The trade earlier. Okay, well, because this candle closed above the 21 EMA, Simon, so this setup was invalidated. We have another setup here though, a bit below this candle, and this is our candle for the stop loss. No, it's not. You're talking about this trade? Yeah, it's way beyond the red zone because I don't know if you can see these vertical lines. This was actually at 7 o'clock, and the red zone only starts at 8 o'clock. So yeah, you got it. Okay, so let's see this sell trade. Actually, I don't think I think I only took one trade where we were left because all the candles kept on closing on me. Some choppy market here. Now we have some nice fan DMAs, but let's see if we can get a retest. Again, this wasn't an original retest. It was only the market going down that pulled this EMA all the way to touch this candle, so this isn't a valid entry. Same happens to this one. Okay, now we have a clear touch of the EMA, and we will be setting a sell here with a stop loss is just fine as it is. Take profit a bit over 1%, and let's see how this will go. Not yet triggered in, the position is still valid, and now we get triggered in. I'm excited, it's the first position that I get triggered in, I think. And we hit the 1-to-1 target on this one, and now we move our stops to break even, target 2-to-1, and then look for some additional scalings. Well, yeah, but nobody knows where the graph will go, so this is a starting point because my ultimate goal is to learn and execute trades without any indicators and just using price action itself. But as far as the strategy goes, for me it works fine. Yeah, we miss huge moves, but that's life. We have a scaling here, as you can see, because this green candle touched the EMA, and now we will put this take profit right here as well. Okay, so we get stopped out at break even here, and so we only gained 0.5% on this position. This setup is still valid, and let me input this into the Excel as well. So we are on the 6th of October. We have one break-even trade here, and we have this trade in pending. Let's see how it goes. And this candle closes above, so we don't get triggered. So let's move on to the next highlighted zone. So far this this month has been excellent for GU.
Yes, I'm really surprised because September just hurt me in GU.
Yeah, that's the main point, that you should test you should backtest, you should do your backtesting on extensive periods of time, because there may be some months where a pair is really choppy. As you can see, after we are on the 7th of October, and we are already up almost 7%, 6.5% to be precise, with a win rate of 91%, which is amazing. I think, yeah, we only have one loss. I'm just seeing the stats now. So we had one loss and 7 wins in a row. This is amazing. Well, Mr. Brazuca, it depends. You can check the previous video on the channel because we compared the win rates on various pairs. As an average for this strategy is somewhere around 65, 62, 65%. I think that's where you will find it.
But it really depends on the market dynamic and also on the pair. We are actually looking for pairs that are going with, I don't know, win rate, constant win rate.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah. Well, yes, Simon, that would have been a good point, let's say 4 years ago. But now with all the COVID and all the variants coming up, the market will be a different one from January past year. So I'm not sure that will be quite a relevant point, because from what we noticed in our backtesting, we did some backtesting on the guerrilla strategy as well. And we noticed that January, February, and maybe March past year were actually excellent months in terms of gain on account. We'll see how these beginning months of 2022 will be. I will just replay this bar here because I'm not sure that we had a retest on the EMAs.
Was no.
Yeah, I think so too, but I just want to make sure. Yeah, no, it's a valid retest. It touches it. So we have to enter a position here. It's borderline, but it's a position nonetheless. Stop loss goes beyond here. And the take profit will be at 1.121, close to this. Let's see how this goes. We get triggered right away. And our initial take profit was hit, and now we are looking for scalings, and we are also looking for a 2-to-1 on this trade. Now we have no risk on the table as we speak. Depending on the spreads, we might or might have not been taken out of this trade, but I think this is this distance is quite 3 points. I think we are still in the trade. We'll just keep it like this for backtesting purposes. And actually the 2-to-1 was hit as well. So we have a full win on the 7th of October. Let me mark it on the Excel sheet, sorry. It's hard keeping it up this way. Okay.
Also add the results in.
Oh yeah, so we had the full we had the profit of
Really no. Have to.
okay, so two positions. Okay, so 251 and the 501, right? Okay. So far this what's well, it's the strategy that you can find on the guerrilla strategy, on the guerrilla trading site. They have a paid subscription, so I don't think it's okay for us to divulge it for free. I would tell you it's no issue in that point. It's basically based on market structure, but best check their site. They have also a great forum there where you can find support and some active traders from which you can learn.
Yes, Simon. Actually, we are going to show you the results in the Excel sheet after this backtesting session of the October month.
Yeah, I actually wanted to tell you, Simon, today on Instagram that the only thing that I can send you is the Excel. That's all. We don't take extended notes because the sample size is way too big. Speaking of way too big, this stop loss is 173 points, so we will disregard this position altogether. And take this one maybe because it's a lot smaller.
Someone is asking what's our average stop loss when it comes to this strategy.
Depends on the pair. We noticed some unusually small stop losses on the Aussie US dollar, ranging somewhere between 40 and 60 points, so 4 and 6 pips. As I saw up to now on the GBP USD, it averages around 90 pips, close to this one.
But we are actually trying to not take any position if the stop loss is above 150 points.
Yeah.
Even if the entry is valid, we do not take that position.
Yeah. Not sure if we would have gotten triggered here, but I don't think so.
No.
And now this candle closes below the MA, so we will disregard that position. And we will be looking for our next marked square, which is coming right up. We actually have a trend shift here. This should be interesting to see. I think now you can see the trend shift as well on the screen. Okay, a nice downtrend here. Let's see how the chart looks on 60 minutes right now so that we can see if we enter. Yeah or no. No, actually no. As you can see, the MAs are not crossed yet, so we will have to wait until this point exactly. So no entries up to now, going back to 5 minutes. And I don't think we will find any entries here. Actually, yeah, we have a setup here. On the next retest of this EMA, we will be entering a position. Another thing that we noticed about this strategy, actually a thing that the author doesn't explain in his video, is that you will sometimes encounter these kind of candles. This basically is up to your execution speed, because this candle went into the MAs, and if you were fast enough to load the position here, set your stop loss, set your entry, then that's good for you. For the sake of backtesting, we will disregard these positions as well. We will only take the ones with the more ample retest on the MAs. Okay, so Mr. Bazooka says that he traded the GU for 2 years. Okay. Oh, that's really nice. So regarding GU, what are the main pair characteristics that you can tell us? I mean, how is it really trending? Because we are really looking for a pair that has strong trends on this strategy, especially. So let us know that.
Also, what about the time frames? You used to scalp the GU, or you use higher time frames?
Let's see
Yes,
if
this
this
is the
was if
position.
this was a valid trade. Let's see it,
Okay,
because we
it's not in the zone. Okay.
is not yet in a zone, but let's see if how this candle looks on the hourly time frame. I hope you guys can see it. Yeah. So switching on the hourly time frame, yeah, this is a candle that we would have entered on. It wasn't yet completed. Probably it was somewhere around here because the green zone was above. But given its evolution, we would have entered the trade here. So let's place this position right here. Okay, and let's see if we get triggered. We do. We hit our 1-to-1 target, and now, as you probably know, we move it to 2-to-1. We have no risk on the table, and we are looking for additional entries to follow this trend upwards. Actually, the 2-to-1 was hit quite fast here. So let me mark this on the 8th of October. Actually, I'll add the profit here first. So it's 500 one time and 250 on the second one. And on the 8th of October, we have another win. This has been an excellent month for GU. Actually, we are close to achieving 10%. Okay, but what about the pair itself? Does it show strong and consistent trends, or is it choppy or wiki? Okay, we have an entry here. And the stop loss just below here. So yeah, regarding your previous question, the average stop loss, I can actually confirm now that is somewhere in the ballpark of 80 to 110 points. So 8 to 11 pips on GU using this strategy. Nah, I don't think, I think this trade was invalidated by this candle close. Okay, we are still in the green zone, so we have an entry here. I will just mark this one, but this looks like a huge position that we will disregard. Yeah, it's 255 points, so I'm not even going to bother opening it. I'll just do 2 more squares and then I'll leave you, because all this talking has made me thirsty. Okay, so we are now in the buy zones. So let's see how this zone will behave. We have a retest here. EMAs look decently fanned out, so we will be placing an entry here right above this candle, and the stop loss will be below this one. Quite a small stop loss, so 54 points. Okay, setting the stop loss again for you guys who just joined the clip a bit later. We are backtesting the strategy that I told you about in the previous video. And as a main consideration, when you do backtesting and you're targeting one-to-one at, especially in TradingView where you don't have spreads and commissions, set that position to 1 to 1.1. That's actually a more accurate way to do your backtesting.
Also, for this backtesting session, we prepared the chart only for the Asian and only for the European and the USA market. Yeah. We actually do not backtest the period of Asian market because that's the time for
that's
us.
sleeping time. Speaking of sleeping time, okay, Syed, nice to have you on the live. Have a good night's sleep. See you on our next videos. Thanks for watching. Okay, so we have a break-even position here, and we are targeting 2 to 1. Okay, nice. Yeah, I think, yeah. But it's also the most volatile, so don't you get wicks on one side and another to just clear the liquidity up and down? Okay, good night, Syed. I think I said that well. That okay, sorry. Okay, so we have 2 wins here. We have a 250 and we also have a 500 win. And we will mark this on our Excel spreadsheet as well. On the 11th of October, 1 win. Okay, let's see if we have any additional entries here. We have this entry, but I think that the stop loss will be a bit high here. Actually, no. Actually, it's in our range. So we will take it. It's at 135 points roughly. Let's see if we get triggered into this position. Yeah, we get triggered right away into this position. And we are in drawdown now, and we are closed out of this position. It was about time to have a loss on this strategy actually, because the stats are insane. So 10 wins in a row, 1 max loss in a row. I think this was a brilliant month to be trading GU using this strategy. I added the loss. I have to add it in our Excel as well. So it's still, it's actually 11th of October. Yes, still 11th of October. Okay, guys, so far, so good. We are, and on the 11th of October, we started trading on the 1st, and so far we are up 10%. We are talking about this entry here, Simon. This candle, this green candle that pierced the EMAs, and we had our entry up here.
It's the red candle, but it's the same position.
It's the same position. We would have gotten taken out anyway. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to let you have some fun. Actually, I think I will need to bring some charger for the phone, right?
Yes, and you can start
on
the screen.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so we'll be right back, guys. I'll leave Chris to do some backtesting, and I'll join you shortly.
Okay, so back. The cable is on. Okay. Okay, so we are in no man's land zone now, but we are close to this sell zone here. And let's see what will happen. Okay, so the price started to go to the downside, and now we have no entry point for the moment. Okay, these red candles closed below this EMA, so now we are going to look for a sell position as soon as the EMA will be retouched, as we have the case here. Actually, no. In real time, these candles actually didn't retouch this EMA, so we are not going to take any position here. Okay. So now we've got a new retest in this zone, so I am going to place this buy stop. The stop loss will be above this candle that made this retouch on 8 EMA. And let's see if we get triggered into this position. The entry is still valid. But now this position was invalidated because the green candle closed above this 21 EMA. Wait a second, please. I have to my phone in charge mode. Okay, and going back to backtesting, we have now to wait for these candles to close below these EMAs in order to have a valid sell entry. But actually, in this moment, we are out of the red zone, so no entries for the moment. I am going to just scroll. Let's see what will be our next zone. Actually, if is there anyone that used to trade GU? If you have any other pair characteristic, we are so excited to know this info, because we are trying to find out which one is better for trending moves. Now we are close to this little zone for sell entries, but like we will not get any entry here. Actually, yes, this EMA was made this retouch on the smaller EMA, so I'm going to place this buy stop, but we actually are not in this position. And these candles closed above the 21 EMA, so this position is no more valid for the moment. And let's see the next zone for our trades. I see that we get huge periods of no trades here. The price is quite rangy for the moment, but actually I see that we are getting a buy zone of these candles. So I am going to look for buy entries as soon as these candles will close above the EMAs. Okay, so now we need a retouch. And that's it. So I am going to place our buy stop above this wick, and the stop loss below the wick that made this retouch on the 8 EMA, and the first target at 1:1 risk reward ratio. And let's see if we get triggered. So now we are into this position, and for the moment our take profit was not hit. Quite sad, because it was almost hit, but market happens. And actually we've got a loss here, so I am going to mark a full 1% loss, and we'll also add it in our Excel. So welcome back. We've got a loss here.
Well, it was about time. We actually have two in a row.
Yes. Okay. And we are... What about this one? I'm sorry, I just scrolled too fast.
Yeah, this is a valid one. Actually, DMAs
It's
are
about...
crossed, so
Yes.
it's a no-go.
Oh, but we are again near a buy zone.
Yep.
The EMAs are crossed correctly now, and we are waiting for a retest if we get any. Okay, actually, the retest was made with this candle, but I don't know what the stop loss is for this action. 60.
Yeah.
What about this?
This is borderline, but I think that given the previous candles, I think we will take this position.
Okay, so I will set the first target at 1, and let's see if we get triggered into this position. No. Actually, no, because this candle closed below the 21 EMA. Yes, and let's see what will happen next. We are again having a retouch here, and I'm going to set another long position here. Actually, buy stop and the stop loss below this candle. Target 1 to 1 for the moment. We are not... I don't know, would you think that this candle would trigger us?
I think so. I think you only have 1 point there, so taking into account the difference between the ask and bid prices,
Yes.
actually, I think we would have gotten triggered there and then just gotten taken out. So just add this as a loss.
Okay.
Again, just adapting the trading view to the actual broker platform. I think this position would have gotten carried on all the way to the stop loss. So 3 losses in a row right now.
Okay, but this candle actually closed below the EMA, so no valid entry for the moment. But now I think we have another entry right here.
Yep.
Happen next, maybe this candle will close again below this. Oh,
You actually put a sell entry.
oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So we have still this pending order here because these candles actually didn't close below the 21 EMA.
Nope.
See if we get triggered in the same situation, but now
this is a clear trigger right now.
Yeah. No direction for the moment, but
doesn't look too good.
This was quite a scary candle. But
okay. Nope. Yet I don't think so. Let's be mean and not take this into consideration again.
okay.
It's better to have bad results in backtesting and good results in real time than the other way around, because it's way healthier this way. So just mark this as a loss for the overall percentage.
Okay, so I will the Excel spreadsheet.
Oh, 13th October, 3 losses.
Okay, we are still in the buy zone, but we get any entry here. Okay, actually, this is a borderline position.
It's 11 o'clock at nighttime, so it's an no-go.
Okay, I see your point. Would you like to come back to backtesting?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I hope you guys can see me well. Actually, yeah. Good. So we are now on the 14th of October. Oh, so we are 1 hour into the stream, and still haven't reached the middle of the month. Okay, so this candle marks our entry. Just zoom this for you guys to see. Okay, so this candle marks our entry. Let me just resize this panel here so that we can see where the wick is. Yeah, okay, so we have a valid retest here with DMAs quite nicely fanned out. We will set a pending order actually on this bar, which will also be the bar from which we take our stop loss. The stop loss will be at 68 points. Okay, hey Brandon, sorry, I just saw your message now. So, that's just the built-in tool that you find in TradingView. It's actually, I think, take profit. I'm not sure how it's called, but you can find it in the drawing section on the left panel. You will find it long position, short position, and it's editable once you click it on the screen. Thanks for watching, Brandon, by the way. Okay, so we have a clear trigger and a one-to-one win here in just 10 minutes. Now we are looking for the 2-to-1. Not yet closed, and now we are closed at break even. Sorry, actually missed the position here, so this one would have been closed at break even, so it's a 250 profit. Mark this in the Excel as well. It's on the 14th of October. Okay, and we also had a pending position here that will still be valid. Right on top of this candle, and the stop loss will be below this wick. Yep. This. Okay. We get triggered into this position, and we get a nice one-to-one target. Now moving our stop losses to break even and targeting 2-to-1 on this one. Ah, okay, sorry, I didn't know what you were saying. Well, prior to starting this live video, if you're not familiar, by the way, if you're not familiar with the strategy, check our previous video, because the video is linked with the original video of the strategy. We just do the backtesting of it. We actually look at the 1 hour time frame and we mark the zones where the candles are above the 8 and 21 EMAs, and the 8 and 21 EMAs are crossed for a buy. It's not a custom indicator, we just drew those. And we have a full win on the 14th of October. So we will add a 250 profit and a 500 profit as well. Let's mark this in the Excel spreadsheet as well. Okay, so moving on. This is not a valid touch in my point of view. Actually, this is a touch, but again, depending on your execution speed, you're welcome, Brandon. Depending on our execution speed, this candle is the one that starts and closes the position. So for the sake of backtesting, we won't take this trade into consideration, even though it would have been a good one. But again, it's better to have bad results in backtesting and have good ones in real markets. This is a position here that we will take, a pending that we will take. Sorry. But it would have been shortly been invalidated by this candle, which closed below the 21 EMA. So just close this position altogether, and let's scroll to the next area that we had on the graph. So we are just passing the middle of October. Okay, we are approaching a buy zone here. Sorry if you guys can't see the candles. Okay, now it should be fine. Okay, not yet. Okay, so we are looking for buy starting from this point. We are looking for a retest on the EMAs. Well, for anyone that is interested in the spreadsheet, just leave your email or your some contact, Facebook, Instagram. I'm not sure you can send files on Instagram. So Facebook or email, and I will be emailing it to you after the live is done, if you want to use it. Okay, so we have a valid entry here. Set the stop loss below this candle, and let's see if we get triggered into this one. Yeah, well, actually, this is a fun story, Mr. Bazooka. Actually, Romania is one of the countries with the we have quite few restrictions for the moment. Let's see what the next months will bring. So far, everything here is open as long as you have the full vaccination scheme. Okay, so this position is still running a bit in a drawdown, still not at 1-to-1. Okay, now we have 1-to-1. And now we are looking for a 2-to-1 target. And we are also looking for additional entries if they may arise. Okay, so we haven't hit our 2-to-1 target yet, but we can set this pending order right on this spot, targeting 1-to-1. Let's see if we get triggered in. Not yet. No candle has closed below the purple EMA, so far so good. But now this candle closed below the purple EMA, so we will take this position out. We still have this one running, which is the 2-to-1. We have no risk on the table as we speak. Okay, probably another pending here, and the 2-to-1 was hit right here, so we will mark this as a win. So 500 once, 250 the second time. We will do this as well in our spreadsheet on the 15th of October. Okay, so we have an outright win. Let's move on. Okay, this candle crosses the EMAs, so we will set a position up here. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so it's 126 points stop loss. And actually the trade is still valid, and we get triggered in. But it hasn't quite yet hit. Actually, I think we are... Actually, nope, it's not. It didn't hit our take profit yet for the sake of backtesting. And we are going into the nighttime, I think. Yeah, this box ends at 21 p.m. local time. 9 p.m. local time, sorry. Let's see how it goes. And the stop loss was hit here. So we will add a loss on this, and also add a loss on the 15th of October, sorry. Okay, so we passed the middle of the month. We are currently up 9.5% on the account, which is quite nice. The win rate is absolutely delightful compared to what we had on GU backtesting in the month of September. Well, that depends, Mr. Bazooka. We try to alternate live streams with videos. Being the weekend, we don't have any market reviews to do or any trades review to do, and we had to do the backtesting. We will do backtesting tomorrow as well. I'm not sure if it will be live, but yeah, that's a great idea if you want to join. I think this stream actually is running for some time. Maybe we will just be running it for actually we will finish the month. This is quite a small box here. I don't think we will have any instances. Actually, we do have some instances. Let's see what will happen. Okay, so this candle actually pierced the EMA, so we have a potential entry here. Right on this point, the stop loss being right above these two EMAs, these two candles right here, sorry. My laptop starting lagging for some reasons. Let's see if we get triggered into this position. And let's see how will it go. Okay, so as you can see, this green candle closed above the purple EMA, so this position is now invalidated. We will just take it out and look for better entries in the market. Oh, something happened with my laptop, sorry. My laptop started to lag quite badly. I think it's tired. We are on the 19th of October, so we still have, let me check, we still have some days left to backtest. Actually, I'm not sure if we should continue this live session. This one was quite a long one. Or actually, maybe just take a short break and then come back in a few moments if you guys are okay with that. Yeah, we can actually, yeah, guys, so my laptop has been lagging a bit. We will just leave standing screen on the live, and we will be back in maximum 3 minutes, let's say, if that's okay with you. So stay tuned. We are still on the 19th of October. So we will be right back with the stream. cu niciun counter.
Hi guys, so we are back with the backtesting. We are actually on the 20th of October, and I can see here that we are close to this sell zone. So let's see if we get any entries here. And actually this candle closed above the 21 EMA, so no trades for the moment. And now actually this candle retouched the 8 EMA, so I am going to place a sell stop below this candle. Stop loss above this retouch here, and the first take profit of course will be 1-to-1. And let's see if we get triggered. So now we are into this position, and we are now for the moment, and for this one we've got a full 1% loss. I'm going to mark it also on 20th of October in our Excel spreadsheet. Okay, so we are out, but actually we are getting a new position here. So I am going to place a new sell order below this candle, and the stop loss will be now above the new candle that gotten us out. And maybe we get entry here, but actually no, this candle closed again above the 21 EMA, so our position was invalidated. And now we are looking again for sell entries, and I think this trade is quite debatable, because let me replay it again, because if that candle firstly retouch the EMA, actually I think we didn't have time to place our sell position here because this candle closed exactly at our entry point, so I will not take this position even if it's a good one. We want to be as realistic as possible with our backtesting, because we don't have to just get great numbers in backtesting and I don't know, fails in real market. So I am going to place a new sell position here. We've got this retouch on the yellow EMA, and the first trade will be a 1-to-1, of course. And let's see, maybe we get triggered here, and now we are in the position. And actually our 1-to-1 was not hit yet, but let's see. Okay, so it's quite debatable, but now of course the 1-to-1 was hit, and our stop loss will be at break even, and our second position will target the 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. And also we will get scalings if we get any, because we have no risk on the table. So we have this retouch of the EMA here. I will place a new sell position below this week, and the stop loss will be above the week that made the retouch on the 8 EMA. And actually I can see that the trend is shifting here, and we were not triggered into the second position, and the first position was closed at break even, so we've got a plus 250 on this one, and I will mark break even on our Excel sheet on the 20th of October. So for the moment on this day, we've got a loss and one break-even. And actually, we are getting out of the sell zone. And now I am going to scroll the chart until we get another zone. Okay, so here we are getting into a buy zone. Let me see the wicks. Actually, we have no retouch on the EMA, so no position for the moment. But this candle touched the blue EMA, so I am going to place a buy order right here above this candle. The stop loss will be below the candle that made the retest on the 8th EMA, somewhere right here, and the take profit 1-to-1, the first one. So now we are in this position, and actually the price is quite ranging. We are not looking for any scalings for the moment because our first take profit was not hit yet, and it may never be hit because I can see a trend shift here. Sorry. Okay, but we have still this position here. This candle were pretty scary. And Simon, there was a touch on the last candle on the trade zone you wouldn't want to take. Actually, no. I entered this trade on this retouch on this EMA. And here I didn't take any trade because actually in the real market there was no retouch of the EMA. That's why I didn't take that trade. And we are still in this long position. So it's quite a really long position here. And actually I think we are getting a loss here. Yes, after so many time we've got a loss. And the position was closed on 21st of October, so I'm going to mark a loss on 24 on October. Okay. Regarding the previous zone, actually we in this zone we actually were not hit the entry point. That's why I didn't took that position. So now we are going into a new sell zone. We are close to this box and let's see what will happen.
This will be interesting.
Okay, actually we have no retouch here.
Yep.
You can see. And this candle closed above, so no entries for the moment. And here we've got a retouch, and I can place a new short position here. Sell stop with the stop loss here, but actually I can see here that it may be a trend shift or something like that. I don't know if we will get triggered into this position, and this candle closed above the purple EMA.
Scroll back to the last red zone. Simon is telling something that there was a pullback.
Okay, so regarding this zone, right? Okay.
There was a trade right there.
Which one? This one?
No, the next one.
Okay, here I've got a trade.
Ah, okay. Okay.
And then when we hit the 1-to-1 risk reward, I think I placed a new order.
Actually, that candle got closed above. So
Yes.
yeah, so the candles closed above the purple EMA, Simon. So that's why we didn't take the trade. And after that, the trend went upwards. So no valid trade.
Okay, so going back to our chart. Hi, Steven.
Yeah.
Greetings from Romania.
Guten Abend.
What he said.
Yeah. I hope I said that well.
Okay, so now we are going close to this sell zone, and let's see if we get any entries here. Okay, I think we have no retouch in real market in real time. But now I can place a sell stop right here below this candle, and the stop loss will be above this wick. We are targeting first of all the 1-to-1 position. Okay, and now we are into this one. Let's see what will happen. Actually, our take profit wasn't hit. So you pronounced it correctly. It's right. It's
okay, perfect.
Great. Okay, we are still in the red zone. But
these trades happen. It's actually 12 o'clock. It's the 22nd of October.
So we've got another loss here.
Yeah.
On the 22nd.
It's the 22nd,
closed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The loss will be placed for the 22nd. Okay. And let's find our next zone. Okay. Okay, so we have some comments here. First is Flavius Popa Nata. So the red and green zones.
You just scroll there, and I can because we have to get to the next zone. Okay. So we just drew those zones prior to starting this live. I hope you can hear me well. There are the zones where on the 1 hour time frame, which is the anchor chart, the candle that is on the 1 hour is above the 8 and 21 EMA, and the 8 and 21 EMAs are crossed for a buy. Same applies to the red zones, but only the other way around.
Okay, so we are now again into sell zone, and we've got this retest of the EMA. So I'm going to place a sell stop right here.
Yeah.
The stop loss will be above this wick. This is pretty stop loss. It's quite borderline.
It's borderline, but we should take it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Stefan, just check our previous video, and in that video we have the original link of the strategy in the description.
Okay, this entry isn't valid anymore because the green candle closed above the 21 EMA.
Yep.
And now may get a retouch. Yes, we've got this retouch here, so a new sell stop below this wick. Stop loss above 1, and the first take profit at 1-to-1. Okay, we are not yet in this position. I think this candle triggered us even with those stop losses.
The position would have been invalidated, yeah.
Yes, because this candle closed above the purple EMA.
That's bad.
Yes.
It would have been a 2-to-1 in just one candle, a shooting candle to the downside.
Yes, but we may get another entry here. Now our sell stop will be here, and the stop loss above the retouch candle. Yeah. Another huge stop loss, but that's it. And targeting 1-to-1. But I see
not yet. The trend is still
yes,
the candle.
That's the candle that invalidated our position, so I'm going to delete this one. And now I'm going to scroll again to find another sell or buy zone. Okay, we can see a small sell zone here.
Yeah. It's way down.
Oh, okay.
I think it will be an impulsive move. Yeah. Oh, nice one.
Okay. We can see some strong momentum here. Okay. And
we are in the zone, but I don't think we will have any entries here. Nope.
No.
Again, DMA was dragged there. It wasn't. It didn't retest DMA to begin with. So just disregard this. This is a valid retest.
Yes. Valid one, but let's see. Okay.
Yeah, just place the position there.
So here, and the retest is huge green candle.
Yeah.
Let's see if we get triggered. So now we are in this position and we are targeting the first 1-to-1. And
Wow.
actually we are out.
Okay, so a loss.
Loss on the
25th.
Okay, so the beginning of the month was quite better on this pair.
Yeah.
But now we are getting some losses, but overall we are still good. I think we are plus 6% on the account. And let's find the next zone for our entries. You can see that the price started to be really rangy.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's a choppy market. End of October. I think I can switch to the 1 hour time frame and just scroll all the way to the box, just to make just type 60 and just scroll all the way to that point. No, just scroll forward from this point. Okay, one more candle maybe. Yeah, and now switch. No, switch to 5 minutes. Just type 5. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's okay.
Mode. All right, so we are again in the green zone, and there is no retouch for the moment. But now we've got this candle that give us a position. So stop loss below this one. Take the entry will be above this wick, and we are targeting the 1-to-1 position for the moment. And the okay, the 1-to-1 was hit, so we are now into the second position, which will be a 2-to-1, and we'll have the stop loss at break even. So now we are looking also for scalings. And I think here we've got a new retouch of the small EMA, so I'm going to scale this position. The entry will be above the red candle, stop loss will be below the candle that made the retouch. And a new 1-to-1 position here. And let's see. So the first position was fully closed with the full take profit. So the 1-to-1 will be 250, and the 2-to-1 will bring us $500. So I will mark it as a win also. And for the second position, we already hit this 1-to-1. So the take profit, the stop loss will be at break even, and the second take profit will be at 2-to-1. And also we are looking again for scalings. The 2-to-1 was hit, so I will mark again the profits for the first and the second position. And due to the fact that we are still in the green zone, we are looking for new positions here. If we get any nice retouch of these EMAs. But actually the momentum is strong to the upside, and We have no entry for the moment. Okay, now we've got this new retouch, so I am going to enter a new long position here if the price will hit, of course, this zone. Stop loss below the candle that made the retouch, and the first take profit at 1-to-1. Mark it here, and let's see what will happen next. Actually, I don't really know if this candle would have triggered us. I think no. So the position will be still here because the candles are in the right place, but now the position will be invalidated because the red candle closed below all these three EMAs. So for new buy entries, we will wait for the candles to close again all above the three EMAs. But now we are out of this green zone. So now I am going to switch again to the 1 hour time frame and scroll until we get near the next important zone that may get us entries. And actually we've got a zone here. Okay. So I am going back to the 5 minutes chart. And let's see if we get any entry here. Okay. So we have to wait for the candles now to close below these EMAs. And actually, I think we've got the retouch here. Okay. So I will place a new short position here, actually a sell stop. We've got a pretty small stop loss here. And let's see what will happen. We are in the position now, and actually this was an really unlucky trade. We've got a full loss here. I will mark it also in the Excel sheet on the 26th of October. Got this one loss. And let's scroll to the next zones. The price tends to be really choppy this time. And actually we are again in a sell zone, but I think that I scrolled too fast because as we can see here, we are already in the red zone, and we have to wait for the retouch. Okay, so here we've got the retouch of the small EMA. I am going to set a pending sell below this low, and the stop loss will be above this wick of the candle that made the retouch, and the first take profit will be at 1-to-1, of course. And let's see if we get triggered. Okay, we've got triggered, and also our first take profit was hit. So the second position will be at 2-to-1, and it will have the stop loss at break even. So we are looking also for scaling in this moment. Okay, so we've got a new scaling entry, potential scaling entry actually, because we've got a new retouch in this zone. And let's see what will happen. Okay. And now our first position was closed at full 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. So I am going to mark the results. 250 for the first position, 1-to-1, and 500 for the second one. And also we've got triggered into this scaling, and let's see how it will play out. For the moment we are actually in drawdown, and yes, we are out of this position, and we've got also a loss in this zone. Let me mark also on 27 a win and a loss position. And let's find out what will be our next entry. I will scroll until we get a new box.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're close to the end of the month. 28th of October. Great day for humanity.
Okay. And actually, yes, we are again in this green zone, so we are going to look for entries, for buy entries. And actually, we've got this retouch of the small EMA here, so I'm going to place the buy stop loss below this week. And we are now into this position. The so take profit is quite
Yeah, it's quite high.
high,
Better.
but this is a full loss. Okay, and this is on 28th October. Okay. I will switch. No, I will not switch
No,
yet.
not good.
We are still in the buy zone. We are waiting for the candles to close above the EMAs. And
yeah, but it's late at night. I think it's past 11 p.m. here.
actually, yes, we wouldn't take this position.
Yeah, another rule of thumb regarding this strategy that we notice is that once you get close to spread hours, I'm not sure what spread hours mean in your time zone. Right here at GMT +2, spread hours, the spread hour actually is between 12 a.m., actually midnight and 1 a.m. So that's an area where you don't want to trade because the spreads tend to be quite massive and you risk getting taken out of your position just by being there. Actually, the spreads are close to 1,000% of their original size during that time. So we'll keep that in mind.
Okay, so we are now again in a sell zone, and we've got this nice retouch of these EMAs. So I'm going to place another sell stop here. Actually, I don't know what to say about this position.
It's
The stop loss.
The stop loss is too big.
Yes, we for those who didn't see our previous
minutes of video,
yes,
we don't take stop losses that are greater than let's say 150 160 points, so 15 or 16 pips max as a stop loss.
Okay, but actually we've got a new entry, potential entry here because this candle closed below this EMAs.
One is way better.
Okay, and here I think we will get a stop loss. Okay.
Yeah.
For the first position, the 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio. And now we are in this position. The 1-to-1 was hit, so I'm going to target now the second position to 2-to-1. The stop loss is to break even now. So we are going to look also for scalings if we get any. But actually, no, this position was closed at full 2-to-1. So 250 for the first position, 1-to-1, and 500 for the second. And let's see if we get any other positions here.
Don't forget to mark it in the Excel spreadsheet as well on the 29th of October, a full win.
Okay, so this is our last trading day of October. And actually we've got another potential entry here below these weeks. We have the entry point and the stop loss will be above the week. First position at 1-to-1. And actually the first target was hit. The second one will be at 2-to-1. We have no more risk on the table, and we will going to look for scalings also. But here we've got another nice. Okay, so 500 for the 2-to-1 and 250 for one-to-one and mark also on Excel.
Well, Stefan, I don't think there are brokers that offer free backtesting. You can open a free trial if you want. We do our backtesting on TradingView, and I think TradingView is the way to start. Also, check out prop firms if you don't have initial balance. You can find the link of the prop firm that we for the moment use, FTMO, in our previous video descriptions. You can also open a free trial there and have a demo account so that you can practice this strategy.
Okay, what do you say about this one? Because the stop loss is also pretty huge, 163.
I think this is a good take because of the
border.
huge downtrend that we are seeing, and we get triggered in, and I think we will get triggered out.
Okay. Actually, yes, we are out of this position and we got also a loss on 29.
Yeah. Curtis, we are using Trading Rush app. It's actually just download BlueStacks if you're on a Windows PC or laptop, and search for it on Play Store or App Store. So again, Trading Rush is quite a nice app to track your backtesting results.
Okay. I think now, even if we get any trigger here, we will not take another position because it's too late. It's too late.
Yeah.
We actually are not taking positions after 10 p.m.
Yeah, 10 p.m. I think. Yeah.
So I think that's it with the
This is
October
the
month.
end of the month. Yeah.
Yes, this is the end.
Okay, so what I find it interesting is that from the middle of the month, I think, as you guys can see on your right hand side of the screen, the graph of the account has been ranging. We reached 10%. We actually exceeded 10% for a moment.
Yes, but 2 times we reached the 10%.
But some ups and downs. The beginning of the month was great. It actually shot to the upside. Okay. Now let's show the Excel spreadsheet as well. No, I think you should let me there to do this. It's okay. Okay, so we finished the backtesting of October on the GBP USD. This is the stats that are provided by the Trading Rush app. And now I will also share the Excel spreadsheet with you guys because this is actually why I think it's most relevant. Just 1 second. Just 1 second for me to add this into your view as well. And do this. Okay, sorry about that. So this is the Excel spreadsheet that I was talking to you guys about. This is the whole month of October, so starting from the 1st to the 29th. Again, if you guys want this Excel spreadsheet, it has some basic formulas that you guys can use. Just input your results here. Overall, in the month of October, we took how many? So there were 33 trades with an overall win rate of this actually states here that is 57.5, and actually BlueStacks says it's a bit Trading Rush says it's a bit more. That's because when we plot a break even or a win here, it only takes it as a singular trade, but in Trading Rush, when we take a win, we actually take 2 wins, so we take the 0.5% and the full 2% one. So again, if you want this Excel spreadsheet, just leave your email address or Facebook or any contact worth of sending this Excel, and you will have it by the end of this live. Okay, I will take this out right now because it basically served its purpose. Okay, so what did you guys think about this whole backtesting video? How do you find this session overall, this live session overall? Just let's chat a bit. A second, the technology really no, I'm actually deleting everything here. Okay, so this is better, I think. Okay, so first of all, how do you guys find this back testing session now? Was it okay? Do you have any further recommendations for us to do for the future back testings, or should we keep on doing this? Our main short term goals are actually to backtest some additional pairs on October as well. October was great for GU. So an FTMO challenge was passed over a 10% gain on account on a certain period of time. So that was really awesome.
Also, if you have any ideas regarding the pair characteristic, this type of scalping strategies, please write them because we are actually still looking for the trending pairs and for the ones that are working better on this type of scalping strategy.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys, and thanks for watching. Up to now, it's been a long live session. I think it was it's close to 2 hours actually, 5 minutes to 2 hours. So thanks for sticking by. I hope this was helpful. And yeah, just we'll just call it live at 2 hours. So if you guys have any other things to add, just say them now. Otherwise, we'll just send you guys the Excel spreadsheet, and that will be for the day. If you enjoyed it, make sure if you haven't subscribed yet, it would help us a great amount. And also, if you want any live sessions soon, just let us know in this comment or in the previous video comments, and we will read all of them and reply to all of them. Okay, so okay, so you're saying about leaving the runners at the ones at 2 to 1. I mean, not taking the take profit at 2 to 1, just let them go. I'm not sure how that will affect the win rate. I think maybe if it exceeds 2 to 1 with at least 2.5 to 1, then maybe move the stop loss at 2 to 1 and leave it be as it is. But just leaving it at break even, I saw way too many instances where the price shot down from that point, and this strategy is mostly based on the 2 to 1 wins.
Yes, actually, we saw some strategies that worked better with zones and things like that, but this one, I think it's better with fixed risk reward ratio.
Yeah, yeah. So it's simple. As you said, Simon, when we were talking, you said that you want something simple and quite robotic. Well, this is as simple as robotic as it can get. So we'll just place a pending order, place the first take profit, place the second take profit, and just go on with your life. The win rate has you covered, as you can see. Oh, you're saying about opening 3 positions? That's quite interesting. We have to backtest that because the risk will increase dramatically. But that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Once we find the 3 main pairs that we will trade, maybe we will think about adding a 3rd position that we will leave, and maybe after the 2 to 1 will be hit, just move it at 1 to 1 or something like that. But
Yes,
we
yes.
still have to run the math on that one to see how it balances out.
Yes, and actually, for the moment, we cannot risk more than we actually risk for the position because we are in this FTMO challenge,
Yeah.
and we, as you may know, we have that 5% maximum drawdown for the day, so we cannot risk more for one
Yeah.
position.
with a limit of 5% drawdown, having even by risking 1%, having 4 losses in a row makes you question the strategy, makes you question yourself,
Oh
and
yes.
it's quite bad. Actually, on Friday, we started with a minus 3%
Yes.
using this strategy, and we got to ending Friday with I think minus 0.25,
Yes.
0.3. So we gained something back, but the beginning of the last Friday was awful. Yeah. Yeah. You're saying what you're saying is okay. Maybe adding up to 1%, so 0.33 three times. But again, let's. This strategy was made by someone who is way smarter than us.
Yeah.
So let's stick with this one, see what pairs it works on best, and after that we can add these tweaks on the go. Can you please give me my? Okay. Yep. Okay, so awkward silence again, guys. Thanks for watching. If you don't have any further questions, we will just call it a night.
And of course, see you tomorrow because we are going to make another live backtesting video.
Probably starting around the same hour. We will be backtesting. Actually, yeah, just if you guys are still watching, what pair would you like to be traded, to be backtested live tomorrow? So we backtested EJ, I think UJ and Aussie dollar, US dollar on the month of
USD
September,
cut.
and also dollar, Canadian dollar on the month of September. So what would you like to see tomorrow in the backtest for the month of October, so that we can see if it fits our trading style and if it fits standard prop firm frame? Curtis, you have to download the BlueStacks first. The BlueStacks is an Android or App Store emulator, and after you download BlueStacks, is a free app. You can you can log in with your account and just enter the Play Store or App Store and search for Trading Rush. So it's Trading Rush. Just search for it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get to check their last videos. I know you sent it to me, Simon, but today was a busy day. Actually, you wanted to go somewhere. The car broke down in the middle of the way. You don't want to hear it, but okay. So yes, okay, euro dollar. Okay,
Yes, of
okay, so Simon, did you hear that? So euro dollar tomorrow, month of October, will be backtested live, starting from the same time as today. We will do the same strategy for the whole month of October, if you guys are okay with that. Yep, yep. But I think refinements should be made after the thing is working. But yeah, it's a good starting point. We should actually see if we can pass. I know, actually, Simon, are you in a challenge right now? So if you're in a challenge, we are in a challenge, as you probably know. So we would like to see that. Yes, but it's only coming at 5% currently. Okay, so yeah, we would just like to run this challenge. Maybe if we get funded using this, maybe we can add some tweaks and reduce the risk on a funded account. So yeah, so for tomorrow, it's Euro US dollar backtesting for the month of October 2021 using this strategy. Okay, so I think that should be it for tonight. So yeah, so thanks guys for watching. You've been awesome. Thanks for joining in, and thanks for pitching in the ideas. It was quite awesome. It was a nice backtesting session. The results were nice as well. And see you tomorrow about the same hours. So we will backtest Euro US dollar using this 5-minute strategy. If you're not familiar with it, check our previous videos on the channel. You will find it. I think it's our last video that we posted.
Yes.
Okay, good for you, Curtis. We are in 50k. Sorry, as well. You can see it on the channel. We document the trades that we took there. We are using this strategy, and so far I think we are up 1% with this strategy. But Friday was a really tough day to trade. Okay, so that's it for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here.
See you tomorrow at the same time. We
Yeah.
are going to backtest the euro US dollar. And I think that's it for today.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you guys like this content and are not yet subscribed. And have a good night, and see you tomorrow with the live backtesting of euro dollar.